September in New York during the United Nations General Assembly when Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's turn came for his speech. More than half diplomats protested. They walk out of the assembly, turning their backs to Netanyahu. The message was very clear. Israel attacked Gaza and Lebanon, but what is the use of walking out after that? Israel has also started attacks on Yemen. If we talk only about Gaza, then during the last year, more than innocent people have been killed, which included children and women too, and lakhs of people became homeless. That is a different matter. America, European Union, and the UK has warned Israel many times that this war can take a terrible form. The world saw a glimpse of this on October, when Iran fired long-range missiles on Israel from a distance of kilometer, and the report till end October is that Israel has given Iran warning. Despite this, it has failed to stop Israel. In Jam TV videos, once again, the Nazarenes are praising Israel. Before understanding its real strength, we should also understand a little about the current situation. It is important. The issue of Israel and Palestine has been going on since the time when both of them did not even exist. To know the real root of this issue, you can also watch this detailed video of Jam TV, whose link is also present in the description. For now, the situation is such that the Palestinians have pushed and confined themselves to a small strip, which is called Gaza Strip. This territory is spread over an area of only square kilometers, from where it is neither easy to exit nor to enter. Mediterranean on one side and Egypt on the other side. Israel is present only as per the need. Asia goes there, and that too only when Israel wants it. This is why the international community believes that Gaza Strip is the world's largest open-air prison. Gaza is currently under the control of Hamas, which is a militant wing. Last year in October, Hamas fired thousands of rockets on Israel, as a result of which Israel started response action, which is still going on. The biggest loss is being suffered by Gaza's local population, which is being pushed into this war even without wanting it. More than people were killed, including children. Thousands of people were rendered homeless, and so many were injured that it is difficult to even count. Gaza, which was once a city, now has millions of tons of rubble. It seems like a lot of. Israel says that they have done all this to eliminate the militant wing of our mass, and will continue to do so in future too, but the thinking can't digest the fact that Gaza, which had a population of around Larkin, out of them, people i.e. percent of the population, how can there be a militant wing from Israel's attacks? The only way left for Gaza's local population to escape the strip is to leave Gaza and settle in Lebanon. Yes, the same Lebanon where Israel's air strikes are going on these days, but this task is not so easy. First from Egypt through the Red Sea, one has to enter Jordan, then from there Syria, and finally Lebanon. Lebanon has a lot of influence in Hezbollah, which is an Iranian-backed militant group, and this group also helps Hamas in Gaza. But who is this Hezbollah? During the civil war in Lebanon, Israel occupied South Lebanon. To counter Israel, an armed group emerged there which was named Hezbollah. This group played Israel out of Lebanon, and since then it is a powerful political and militant wing of Lebanon. Experts say that this group is trying to take control of Lebanon. It is more powerful than the army, and it has the support of Iran. Ever since the existence of Hezbollah, it has been a threat to Israel, and every day their clashes have become a routine. But after the attacks on Gaza last year, Hezbollah had openly declared to attack the Palestinians. Now a new problem has arisen for Israel, because it was easy to attack. But now they had to respond to Hezbollah in Lebanon. Now to attack Lebanon directly. Israel needed a big reason. Experts believe that only then they planned. Pager attacks on TH and TH. September. More than. Pagers and radio sets of Hezbollah exploded simultaneously. The detailed video of which is available separately on Jam TV. Hezbollah blamed Israel for this and also fired many rockets at Israel. The opportunity that was being looked for had now arrived. Israel started airstrikes on South Lebanon from the very next day, and thousands of people were forced to leave their homes. In this operation, Hezbollah's commander, Hassan Nasrallah, died. On the other hand, if we look at it, countries around the world have considered this situation in the Middle East to be aggravated. Bad. There have been many efforts to end the fighting before it even happens. And many countries have made a lot of efforts to stop Israel from fighting. Tissue assistance has also been provided. If we talk about Israel, then from all over the world, many aids have also been announced only from the US. If we talk about September, according to the Reuters, America announced aid for Palestinians in Gaza. On March, US President Joe Biden announced to build a military port in Gaza to help them, and on of this year, USAID announced immediate aid of $1 million. We also find countless such announcements on various news websites. But while most countries of the world are criticizing Israel, Israel is not as much involved in these attacks. What is the reason that? Small Israel surrounded by Arab countries on all sides. This issue was not coming under anyone's control. This issue was also raised 3 times in the last 1 year. In the United Nations Security Council, in the UN Security Council, representatives of different countries take part, and any issue is decided through voting. And this decision has to be accepted by the next country, but all 3 times when ceasefire agreement was reached in the Security Council, America, using its veto power, America canceled this decision. Yes, the same America, which had used its power to take action against Israel. Millions of dollars worth of aid was announced in June, and the US itself filed a ceasefire agreement, which was also passed in the Security Council, but that too was later vetoed. On one hand, President Joe Biden says that war is not in anybody's interest, and on the other, it also used veto powers in the UN. Not only did the US do this, but according to the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, percent of all the weapons Israel imported between and were ordered from the US. And what's more, the US gives Israel $1 billion every year. Military aid is also given. All this information is also available publicly. People say that America talks about stopping attacks on Israel. On the other hand, it also supports Israel. This is the reason that instead of decreasing, the war is increasing, which can take a terrible form in the Middle East in the coming time. But an important question arises here. That why is America doing this? The answer to this question can be found in religion. According to a research by US's Wheaton College, a very population in America is around 2%. People who have full faith in the Bible and follow it. Too many of these people believe that the creation of Israel is exactly according to the Bible. There is an organization in America whose purpose is to protect Israel and to raise voice for the Jews. This organization is called CUFI, that is Christians United for Israel. This organization has million members all over the world. including some big names in American politics. This group of Christians is also called Jew. Remember that Christianity is a separate religion and Jews are a different one, while Judaism is a political movement that works for the rights of Israel. The most important thing is that not that every Jew or every Christian becomes a Jew or a Jew. How does this group get its decisions made in American politics or government? There is a separate committee for this which is called APEC, i.e., American Israel Public Affairs Committee. It is the world's largest and most powerful lobbying committee which can get its decisions made in the American Congress as per its wish. In the U.S. Congress, all decisions are made, new laws are made, budgets are approved and wars are also imposed. Members of the U.S. Congress make all these decisions through voting. Now if a big group, if you buy most of the U.S. Congress members and tell them to vote in their favor in a particular resolution, then this is called lobbying. And the surprising thing is that lobbying in America is absolutely legal, but there are some conditions for it which the person doing the lobbying has to keep all these details public and not give any money under the table to any Congress members, which means whatever happens will be in front of everyone. It is clearly written on the website that this group lobbies not only to implement Israeli policies in the American government, but also to get Israeli policies implemented. Candidates who stood in the U.S. general elections and had APEC's support won elections. These candidates were also given $1 million. This group not only implements pro-Israel policies in American politics, but also works to defeat those who are against Israel. It is written on their website that they defeated such candidates who were against the pro-Israel policies. Support for Israel is now taking a very frightening shape. What happened was that Israel's bombing and attacks in Gaza